Tonight, I want to speak directly to you, my neighbors, my community, my countrymen and women. And I know that these times have been tough for us. Kids are at home, daily lives have been disrupted, loved ones can't be seen in person, elderly homes can't be visited sometimes. Most of us are yearning for community interaction. Maybe some of you not, but most of us are. But I want to say that we're going to get through this together. Don't let anyone tell you different. And while we haven't been called upon as a nation to sacrifice in a very long time, we have an undeterred and indomitable and unbeatable spirit that really runs through our American bloodlines. And while the nation has had this ugly and unpredictable virus forced upon us, it wasn't anyone's choice, most of our country is slowly rising to President Kennedy's profound words that to ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. But I will say that our Hampton Roads community, we understand sacrifice. For 2 straight decades, when anything, quite frankly, in the world has happened, anywhere in the world, Mother Freedom needs to be defended. It's been our men and women, a large part of the less than 1% of this nation who have gone forward to the sound of the fight over and over again, who have picked up the slack and shouldered the nation's burdens of sacrifice and service. It's our neighbors in Hampton Roads who pitch in to help with the kids or the yard work or the coaching of their sports teams, who were raised, many of us grew up and were raised in adversity and tempered by recession and war, and proud of our American heritage and unwilling to sit back and watch its decline and the division of this nation. And we want to preserve the providential promise of free people. And now a wary community and commonwealth and country will have to rise to the occasion. We'll have to brush off comfort for hardship, whatever the cost, to win a war against an invisible foe. And win we shall do. And there are new front lines. Every American who has been given the privilege of his or her citizenship is part of a selective service for our nation. It certainly makes me proud that our brave healthcare providers are risking their lives every hour of every day in this new conflict. Countless people, I've seen it with my own eyes on my own social media threads, countless people are posting on social media and offering to help others. Truck drivers, shelf stockers, cooks, dishwashers, first responders, manufacturers are out there retooling to provide medical masks. Distilleries are creating hand sanitizers. Volunteers are feeding families. Teachers are helping stressed parents make sure their children continue to learn and get through this. The blunt fact is that all of us have been affected. And indeed, there will be some fundamental changes in this nation. Some of us will be more affected directly or indirectly. But we always have to remember that staying calm is as contagious as being fearful. Calm we shall stay. And in our triumph over this foe, it must not be impeded by selfish leaders in Washington. It must not be impeded by those who seek political gain rather than fixing an issue. It must not be impeded by citizens who take more than they need at the expense of their neighbors. I know that our American soldiers, our American workers, and our American businesses together will come together and rise to this challenge that's now facing our nation with a dogged persistence, just as our forefathers always have. And we will emerge from this period as free people who are stronger and ready to forge a bright future. Now, I wanted to